Yeah,
If we're willing to cut some corners, we could stop now, or we could just do one more and have everything, and then at the end of 5 hours, we have all weapons.
Yeah. One more roll.
Yep, you're the one to do this. There we go.
There's
That
another
is
2
12. I believe that is probably every single weapon we possess then.
Yeah, so it seems like every single all your weapons that you currently have are unpeacebound.
Yeah. I will make a note that will probably be none of Mitherland's weapons, so they will just remain peacebound. I'm not going to do them.
That works. So it's
then
been,
again, how do you
what was that,
peacebound
1,
a bat?
2, 3,
Good
4.
question.
So
Yeah,
it's been,
yeah, so there's this great little like montage where we have the 4-armed spider and the little robot just going through all the weapons and like, you know,
The elder
fire
starts
engines
pulling out
back
the
in.
tools and going like, has the manual. Well, if you go to subsection C and
Yeah, you're the manual guy.
it's like it's nice because now your mini fridge is just full of grenades instead of little shooters.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to put those in the mini bar. Now we'll get charged.
You
those
guys buy
darn
stuff.
auto scanners.
Darn it.
So
Quick.
you guys have all your weapons unpeacebound, so warbound, and you guys have some janitor's outfits. You know he's in one of the medium level securities. What would you guys like to do now?
And just to clarify, we are underground, correct?
Yes, everything on Panopticon is like the built into the world itself. There are some chutes, like and I guess chutes or pits where they can where ships can fly into the planet so that you can get supplies to different levels.
Oh, that's wonderful then, because there's a crew of flying gorillas here.
Sweet.
Is your crew all Lampier?
Yes.
Okay, well, just remember it is a prison, so they will shoot you.
They will shoot us if we do it, but I mean, we're about to get shot at anyway. So we are still gunned up and ready for anything that you two happen to do.
Well, I would ask if any of you could go through the records or access any of the plans or anything like that, and be able to find out like where he is, where he's stationed, or a transfer. I mean, do any of you guys have like academics, the ability to eavesdrop over communications?
I have academics. I do not have the ability to eavesdrop.
Well, no,
yes, he does. The doctor. Well, no, the robots do.
Yeah, we could hook you up with a radio.
And Dr. Lisk is smart and can do the research.
Right, because eavesdropping over communications is mind and academics. So we could put the floating head. I mean, who is not unbinding weapons? Like the floating head isn't unbinding weapons, right?
Right.
Okay, so you have like 5 hours.
Right. So we'll crack out the satellite phone that we have because that's a radio kit. That's a survey kit. We'll crack that out and we could put the giant head on duty on trying to eavesdrop on communications. Who else is not unbinding weapons?
Mitherland technically isn't, but is not good at helping you with this.
Okay, then that might be just something a giant head had. But you've got academics, right?
Are you asking
Theta?
Griffin?
Theta. I'm asking Theta.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. That's what
Okay.
what your first question was.
Yeah, so let's put the giant head and ask him to make a mind and academics roll to see if he can eavesdrop anything useful on communications. Probably not, but hey.
There's always a chance. All right, so you've got 2 successes. So you're listening over the radio, and what kind of information are you trying to pick up? What are you looking for?
Like they would probably like if he's being moved anywhere, if his name comes up, if he's in any computer records, because those could come up. Hacking into any public records and finding out where he is, what cell block he's in, any bits of information we could find by perusing both their computer network and their radio traffic.
So, Xiaomin, you're perusing the radio traffic and going through records that they have, and it seems to indicate that Lazaro is being held he's actually being held alone in one of the medium security level facilities that they have, and it seems like he gets several high profile visitors. And what it seems like, looking through the visitor logs, it looks like almost every single third party member or third party company that has a a facility on Panopticon has it sent at least one representative to visit Lazaro. And also, it does appear that Lazaro's holding cell does have a cargo landing pad and has an elevator access.
All right.
Wow, so he's already set up for fast extraction. That's, I guess, not that weird.
Sorry if I missed this earlier. Do we know his exact location already? Where that cell is?
You have figured out with this information, you know exactly which cell he's in.
Right, we may not have the floor plans to sell, but we know he's in block 17A or whatever.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I mean, since we're broadcasting on the Panopticon's own realize, we don't want to transmit that to you guys.
No, we all did Planetfall, right?
Yeah.
We're all in the same hotel
You're all
room.
together.
Right, but I thought you guys were already infiltrated. I thought you guys were already on.
I was assuming that while Team Infiltrate were making the scene and stealing the stuff, and Team Craft was beast binding the weapons, you'd be doing this while they were doing all that.
Right, but I mean, you did your thing, you came back? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
they stole the uniforms,
Oh,
but they don't
okay.
have them yet. They're
No,
just like in bags or.
Right, no, I just assumed that you guys were off on site, doing your thing, deep embedding or whatever.
And we also came back to pick up our weapons.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Yep.
To
See how you're doing.
Mimsy, would you like to try to find any sort of garbage to make another craft roll?
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Because you also have this amount of. I mean, once you've finished, you just did finish unpiece binding all these weapons, so you'd need to find another hour to do that. But you certainly have
Okay.
time.
Let's go put on the janitor outfits and grab some trash.
Let's go garbage this up.
Let's make a ship on a prison planet. Woo!
Yeah. You might not even have to craft anything. There could just be shivs in the garbage already.
It seems really like an evidence locker sort of thing.
Sir, shouldn't we properly dispose of this? Nah, just junk it.
Just throw it out the window. So you need to make a endurance and observation roll in order to refresh your scrounge loot ability.
My rolls are so big. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's mind and craft to build them. It's observation and endurance to pick up the stuff.
So you don't have anything in endurance, so that's why they're all just green zeros.
Yep.
But you do have a D6 for career in your observation, and you just had to roll versus a 3, so you did get a 4, so you've got one success. So you were able to refresh this gift.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. So you don your janitorial uniforms and you start, you go down to where the janitors are disposing of their garbage. There's a large facility that you have to enter, and there's all these different garbage chutes coming in from what they say is all the different prison levels, and you start scrounging around and manage to pack away some stuff. However, the one difficulty is as you're going to the garbage area, I'm going to need you to make a deceit roll, as you just need to fool them in that you're an actual janitor.
Oof.
Right. And then I believe it's a D8 because you're already in uniform, so this will give you a bonus there.
Oh, should I roll a D8?
Yes. So no one stopped you when you're doing your garbage, but you feel like you might have aroused some suspicion in your credibility, in your credentials.
Oh no.
Well, we'll just have to watch out for that. I mean, it looks like we might have been tailed a little bit.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Yep, it could definitely be worse.
Well, tell you what, if you think you're a little hot, why don't now that you've got all your gear and stuff, why don't you hang around out here? I'll go back to the station and rendezvous with you in a bit because I think we're almost ready to go.
Sweet. All right.
Okay. And
That
did you
way,
want to
if we're
build
not
another
able
item
to-
with your loot, your scrounge loot
I was gonna
ability?
do a mod, right?
So you just have to roll the ability, and then depending on the number of successes, that's what it gives you.
Yeah, if you get 2 or more successes, you can get something better.
Yeah, 2 successes. There you go.
Cool.
Did you have
So
something
you-
better in mind?
So can I get something expensive?
So you could get something expensive or affordable with 1 or 2 modifications.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's where you could do your concealable to your drill bit.
All right. I gotta think about this. Yeah, I'd like to just make my drill bit concealable because we already planned on that.
Which I think
That's
is
on
pretty
page-
good because
yeah.
we do have to bring a giant. Hey, I can't help but notice you're going into cell
Yeah.
block 17A with this
With a
giant drill.
Oh yeah.
And you can
So
add
the
one more
cake with the
conversion if
drill
you
in
like
it.
as well.
Sorry, Eli. What?
You can add one more mod as well because you can add up to 2 mods.
What should I add? It's on one.
Yeah, but
156 and 157.
I'm
You
getting-
could add like a ray gun or a shot or grenade launcher attachment.
yeah, you can add like an extra gun on the side of it. So I'm guessing like a giant drill. I guess we disguise that as what, like a vacuum cleaner or a floor buffer or something.
Yeah, floor buffer.
No, we put it in the cake.
A duster.
I like
A
the
cake.
hold on. It's got the settings on low, high, drill. Like brrr.
I like the idea that the janitor is bringing in a cake with a drill in it.
I like the idea. That's awesome, actually. But I guess a grenade launcher.
That would
Okay.
give you a one-shot explosive.
Yeah.
You could also get an attachment if you wanted the scrounge strike. You also get attachment zip gun, which is you've got 1 bullet and an also embedded in there.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah, I would
Alright.
go with attachment zip gun. So
Zip
it's
gun.
got one. It's got like 1 shot, I guess, in the handle or whatever, and then it's a drill all built into a vacuum cleaner.
This is awesome. All right.
I like it.
Epitome of high technology.
Oh, so that's actually like it's one of those floor cleaners, and the way it exposes the drill is you can fire the very end of it. It launches off, and then all that's revealed is the drill.
Yep. Well, it's concealable. You can put it back.
Yeah.
So
So,
I like it.
You have your weapon. You have it all modded out, and you're ready. You've got a janitor outfit that's a little bit hot, but another one that's not.
Well, it's just you probably look a little suspicious. That's why I said you should just don't follow me. Once we've got all the weapons ready in the cell block, okay, I would tell you guys we need to get you into. I'm assuming there's no we need to find the part of the cell block that's the best overwatch position. So the weakest part of the wall they can blow a hole in. I'm guessing the only way to do that is we'd actually have to go in there and look at it on foot because you can't actually download plans of the prison, not with only 2 successes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, so you guys are going to monitor the radio channels and we'll have to call you.
We got plenty of
Okay.
radios. We'll hear you when you want to send a message.
I'm guessing the low rent janitor outfits they have here are just handy outfits. They don't actually have radios built into them.
That is correct. Yep.
They would expect us to use the intercom. So you guys would have to monitor the regular radio channels and we'd have to call for help, which means that suspicious, and this is a prison, so suspicious people might hear us over. We can try to use innuendo, but suspicious people might hear us.
It also means that the janitors don't know when a prison break is happening.
The Pharaoh has the portable
It's
radio if
clean.
you guys want to use that.
The problem with the portable radio is we'd have to bring it in with us, which
True.
is possible. But if anyone asks, hey, why do you janitor? I mean, we've got the drill disguised. The problem is disguising the radio. They would ask us, why do you have a satellite radio? And we would have to say, So that's why I'm thinking the best bet is for us to also, after we call you and give you the spot to blow up, did any of you, do we actually have a smoke grenade? Do we actually have anything like that?
Want a flare
I
gun?
have smokes, and our
Okay.
grenadier has concussions.
Oh, do you have a flare gun?
I have one, just can't carry it because we decided that railguns were huge and
Okay,
they took up too much of my encumbrance.
give me the flare gun.
There you go, and 20 shots for it too.
I'll only need one, thank you. Okay, so why don't you guys watch? We'll drill a hole and fire a flare into it. What you can blow the flare.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll be right back. I'm gonna hand the flare gun to Mimsy. You've got deceit as a skill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hide this.
All right.
I'm carrying 2 holdout pistols, which is a little weird, but I guess we're actually, you've got your bag of trash, don't you?
I do. I still have that.
Okay.
Well, she used it to
Could we
upgrade.
disguise it? Oh, we can't.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
used it already, and I think we're kind of in. And also, they were a little suspicious, so okay, let's not recharge
Okay,
that. Then.
yeah.
Okay.
The weird trash girl.
All right. Well, then why don't we've got 2 holdout pistols and a flare gun? Why don't you carry these since you can conceal these better than I can?
All right.
And we'll just go in in the bag of trash. While we're in there, we might be able to recharge your bag of trash. We might find
That'd be
enough trash to
awesome.
recharge it. So let's go into the prison like we work there.
Sweet. All right.
All right, so you're working your way into the prison system, and you're trying to make it to the floor that they are currently on, that Lazaro is currently being held on.
Right. So we'd have to pass a disguise check to get in. So they would probably just look at us. I'm guessing our outfits have the outfit that lets you get past the security.
That is correct. So yeah, I need disguise checks from the both of you. Or
right. So this would be and usually this
or...
yeah, it's deceit. You would get a bonus for if you had disguise, you get a bonus D12. I have low profile, which gives me a D12. Pretend to be someone not important.
And then do you have any bonuses because you're in disguise?
I mean, I would ask the
should.
game. Oh, since we have the right outfit, I assume you give us a D8 bonus because we have the right outfit.
1d8.
1d8.
Okay.
So Ezreal has a success. However, and so Ezreal, you make it in, and you're let into the security facility.
If I'm reading this right, Lunella has a 2, a 3, and a 2. Okay, well,
Yes.
no, we're not out of dice yet because you can also try to use your personality to try and pass the check. What is the personality you have written in the lower left of your sheet?
Greedy.
Well, you really want to get paid today, don't you?
Oh yeah, I really want to clean and make that money.
So you could tap your personality and roll a bonus D12.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, now we're on our next part of this, which is where you can go ahead and choose a favorite use. Do you have a favorite use of deceit skill yet?
I really wanted to clean.
I do not.
You could choose disguise, in which case you wouldn't have it for concealing weapons or for tricking people. But
then that would be chosen for.
I'll choose it.
Right.
Yeah,
Then what you do is you write in my favorite use of deceit is disguise. The first favorite use is free. Changing it later will actually cost points. So you write that in there, and then you can reroll 1/1. And that's why we do that in the middle of the heat of battle.
So roll another deceit.
Well, re-roll the D12. But you get to re-roll one of your dice showing a 1. And since the D12 is showing a 1, re-roll it.
Nice.
That's one success. Will one success get us past the janitorial checkpoint?
It will get you past the janitorial checkpoint, and it will allow you access to the first level or into their prison facility. However, it's not going to get you into the actual cells. And so...
That's fair.
So in other words, we get caught by people yelling at us, telling us, hey, you're not authorized to be in here. Get back to your department.
So I'm taking you next to, this should be a map that's entirely black, I believe.
It is totally black. Black is my soul.
Bleak darkness.
Oh, perfect. So let me reveal some of this area here in the middle. And as you guys are let into first the lobby on the here, if you guys can put down your tokens if you'd like. You're let into the main lobby of this prison level. Oh, Mimsy, I do not believe I attached the spider that you used last time.
That's true.
To your
I need
character
to find a nice picture of a Rax, but yeah, for now I am a blue man.
Here, drag out your character now. There, I've just copied that spider from the last one.
Well, it's a minor snafu, but I'm thinking then the best bet would be if we can get you into the maintenance ducts and have you climb up to his cell.
So yeah, you're led into this room, and this guard here at this table, you've been scanned into this, and he checks on the two of you, and he lets you into this room here, which he says is the janitorial access. So there.
Okay. It's still dark, so I can't move in there.
Yeah, I just need to reveal it, and I swear. Oh, there it is. Polygon reveal. So he reveals what looks like several storage units. He basically reveals this whole side of the map, which is there's a large storage unit, which you see one. Oh, which you see one what looks like panopticon guard. He's doing inventory, and he's going through prison supplies. And then down here is where you've got a maintenance chamber. This is where there's also a lot of the janitorial supplies for this level. And at the very bottom, there's also a garbage compactor as well. Where they throw a lot of their garbage, and that's also what you're mainly cleaning is that area over there just gets filthy when they start throwing garbage. It spills on the floor, and it's a whole mess.
So my advice would be I'll go ahead and get a lookout, and I guess since we can't actually get to the floor legally, do you think you could sneak up between floors and try to get to the? So your goal would be to get to the cell.
So you are on the correct floor. You're on the correct prison floor, but you haven't been this door down here is the access to the cells.
And
so
where
you
is
weren't
the
let in through
closest
those.
outside wall?
The closest outside wall would be to the far north.
Okay. So in other words,
these doors here look like the doors that would allow access to maybe the landing platform.
Okay.
And we don't have access. So I'm. Do we know how big the guy is? He's regular human sized, right?
You never asked what he was.
That's a good question.
Give us a description, right? So we know what he looks like.
Yes, he is in a chateau.
Oh, so he's a squid guy. Ooh, perfect.
Squid guy.
Okay.
The squid guys have natural camouflage. Why they put the guy who can? Did you see Finding Dory?
Yes, I saw Finding Dory.
Okay, so they put the octopus from Finding Dory in the medium security way.
Yep.
Bureaucracy. And so I guess in theory, if you can get him down to this floor, we could go ahead and try to run him north and get a hole and drill a hole in the north wall. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds all right. I'm definitely, I think, a little hotter than you are, but
if you want to go ahead and try to get to his cell, I'll be in here making noise.
okay.
Okay. Look to me, I'm doing janitor stuff.
So I'm going straight through cells.
So if you go this way, this is where this guard here has stopped you and didn't allow you to go through this double door.
I was going to suggest that you might go through the walls and through the ventilation, like sneaking that way.
Okay.
I mean, if we have to cut holes in the wall, we can. We brought a drill.
That's true. I'll drill a hole right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right. So you spend some time and you drill a hole in the wall, and you have found yourself in the trash compartment. You've drilled straight into the garbage compactor.
Genius. Well, can I use this garbage to do anything valuable?
Well,
That's endurance and observation if it'll work.
Yeah, if you want to do endurance and observation. So for you don't have any endurance, so you can roll observation. And you can potentially. So with a 2, you didn't quite get that
Lame.
4 success. So
Yeah, it would have to be
yeah.
It would have to be a 4 or better. So this is useless garbage.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of food
Junk.
garbage.
Not the
But
good
there
kind.
does one of the benefits is when you're looking inside this trash compactor, there does look like there is you're seeing over here to this side. There does look like there's a garbage chute going farther or coming from somewhere else. It looks like on this level.
So the garbage chute possibly could keep me on this level.
Potentially.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna read the tone in your voice and go with that.
Okay.
I am a spider, so I can cling.
Okay. So you start climbing down the garbage compactor. And let me reveal this. So this is how far the garbage compactor, it works all the way down to the bottom of the map. And you can
Wonderful.
climb all the way down there.
Spooky tunnel.
Wait, is this map horizontal or vertical?
This map is what do you mean by that?
You said it goes all the way. Okay, you meant all the way down to the bottom of the map. Sorry.
Yeah, all the way down to the bottom of the map. Yeah, you work all your way to the bottom of the map, and there appears to be one of those doors that you can open up and throw garbage down. You opening up that door, you're revealed into some sort of very sterile white corridor that appears completely empty of occupants.
That's
There
intimidating.
appears to be 2 large-looking security doors here and here, and you're noticing it does appear to be it does appear like you're in one of the cell tunnels. If that makes any sense. Like
And we
these
really
doors
don't know what's the cell number, or
You believe his cell is A4, and you see a big letter A and a big letter B on these 2 doors.
so you're saying A is at the bottom.
Yep.
All right. I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, let's just go through it. Does it open?
One thing is, as you're peeking out, you notice there are security cameras stationed at different corners on this
Oh
hallway.
no.
What would you like to do?
Hmm.
You are very sneaky. You could avoid their line of sight as you go cell to cell
Yeah.
and see what their numbers are.
I'm gonna kind of sneak around. I'm gonna cling to the ceiling if I can. I'm assuming that the
And also, we had some time unobserved. If you want to change into your ninja outfit, you could do that. Remember that if anyone sees you in the ninja outfit, they'll recognize you as as an infiltrator.
That's true, but I mean, at this point, I already am. So
Right.
yeah, I'll put on my camo outfit. So I've got a high D8.
Yep, and I'm going to give you a bonus D8 because you're climbing along the ceiling, and these cameras weren't designed to just watch the ceilings. They're watching the hall.
Right.
So roll your, those are your bonus 2D8s, and then roll it's evasion, correct? That's a question for the group. Evasion is your sneaking, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So evasion.
correct.
So
I meant to roll evasion.
So you got 3 successes, and that is easily enough to scamper past these cameras and into what looks like.
Yeah, usually 2 successes is skilled and 3 successes is master. This is a prison, so I would expect 3 successes with what you mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I guess also don't forget your outfit bonus and that you probably have stealth as a gift, right?
I do.
The
Which
2d8.
would 12.
The 2d8 she rolled at first was the bonuses, so she still makes her.
She's already
Okay.
got 3 successes.
Bonus D12 to evasion for hating.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when it comes up in the future, now we know.
Yeah, in the future you will have another bonus D12.
Okay.
And sure enough, after opening this door, you see there's a long hallway with cell blocks on either side, and they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4.
And 4 is, where is 4?
So this 4 would be this one right here.
Can you ping it again? Is it the first one? Then?
There's see how there's a number 4 right there.
I see.
Oh, I might have drawn that on the GM's informational.
No, I
screen.
see it.
No, you
Oh.
drew it. You just
Oh,
drew it
phew.
very tiny, and I'm blind. Okay. And there's no guards or.
There are not any guards in this hallway. No.
All right. What kind of cell is this? Can I just
What do you mean by that?
wait? So the plan was to drill a hole, or what should I do at this point?
What do you want to do at this point?
Get him out.
The plan was to bring him down to where I am.
Okay. All right. I am gonna get him out.
All right. How are you going to get him out?
Do you want me to?
I am a
Do you want me to
spider.
try and disable the security cameras?
For him, we might have to.
I'm
I'm
going
a-
to start a power failure.
Yeah. I'm
This
just
is
a
going to be fun.
little worried about him getting through.
All right. So
Well-
you're gonna create a power failure to this cell block.
Okay.
Yep, I'm guessing that's going to be mind, craft, and sabotage.
Perfect time.
That would be.
All right. Let me turn my
So
camera
how do you
on.
know the
All
right
let's
time to
give
do
this a
this?
shot.
However.
Well, you probably say give me 5 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and create the power failure. Because if you haven't been caught in 5 minutes. All right, and I have a watch. So
All right.
let's give
All
this
right.
a
So
shot. Are you ready?
let's create this
Are you
power
ready?
failure.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, that is a failure.
Woo!
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and tap. My mind is a D4. I have 0 craft and 0 sabotage. But wait, I have the janitor outfit, which unfortunately gives me a repair bonus and not a sabotage bonus.
Oof.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tap my personality, which is cocky.
Cocky.
I can do
Of
this.
course you can
I
do
could
this.
do this.
Of course, there are live power lines. How hard could this be? Which is the current that locks your muscles, and which is the one that makes you shake violently? All right, let's do this. Let's do a shot.
All right. So another D4. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh man.
Beta
Just how
predicted that.
badly are you electrocuted?
Well, that's only a regular failure because it's a 3 and a 1. And I can't tap any favorite use because I don't have any craft. I don't do this. I shoot people for money.
So you're in there. You're like, I got this. I'll short the power, and you find a like you look into the wall where she drilled a hole, and you're like, oh, some of these power cables will easily work, and so you start, and you can hear from another part of the prison, hey, what happened to the coffee maker?
Yeah. I'm doing my own Resident Evil fuse puzzle here.
Don't get us detected with the coffee maker. people
Click.
don't like that.
Well, of
All
course the
4 of these
coffee
power
maker
lines
had
go
the
to
largest power cord.
all 4 of these power lines go to the coffee maker? It's very
Yeah.
important coffee maker.
It does a lot of coffee. It produces some
Industrial
high
is the
quality.
word we use here.
Where are the
Apocalyptic
power lines?
backup.
Who knew the power lines to security system would be embedded in concrete?
All right.
So,
Well,
yeah, so I'm supposed to disable the cameras, and I completely fail.
So
here we go.
Lunella, you're sitting there. You're like, okay, he should have done the power spike now. And you're looking around. Nothing's happened.
All right. Can I talk to the prisoner now?
I mean, you could have always.
Yeah. I say hello. I'm here to take you back.
Who's out there?
I am Mimsy. You should not ask any more questions.
All right.
You're coming with me.
You hear like a bonk. The door doesn't appear to be open.
All right. Can I do some weird spider tricks to get through this door?
You could try
What
to
kind of
sabotage
weird,
the door.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's locked in a lucite cell because he's a squid with no bones, and you're a spider with no
Yeah.
bones. So I'm guessing they put
So-
him in the boneless cell.
Yeah, he's got a boneless
Yeah, I
cell.
would think so as well. So, I'm assuming that's like a very locked up cell.
It is.
Yeah, disabling the lock would be mind and craft. I don't think you actually have sabotage, do you?
I don't, and I don't have mind really. Very
Okay.
good.
You have a drill, but
you
if you
do
start
have a drill.
using
I
You
that,
have a
could just
drill.
break it.
once you start using the drill, that will set off the alarm.
Okay.
But we've got backup, so we'll start neutralizing.
And then we don't have to really worry about the cameras, do we? All right. Let's do it. Let's drill through it. Mind and craft.
Actually, well, drilling the hole would actually be your body and fighting, since it's a weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
And I believe you have a specific bonus for concealable weapons. Is that correct?
I
She
should.
does.
That one was
Yeah,
never going to see it
Sneaky
coming.
attack. 2d8.
Yeah, you have sneaky
So-
attack. So any attack you make with a weapon that is concealable gets a bonus 2d8 on top of it.
And she can also choose to overload her weapon as well, if you'd
Right.
like.
But
So,
also, your weapon's a drill, so it does more damage to things that are already damaged. So you'd want to hit it to hurt it, and then next round power into it.
I kind of rolled an assortment of stuff there.
I don't know if the scrounge weapon has it just has damage flat 4.
Doesn't have finish on it?
There's
Nope.
no
The
finish.
man opener has finish.
Yeah.
The,
I just have
all
a
right,
drill.
let me help you out here. The power cutters have finish. We have one,
Is this
but
the
you
drill?
would have to have taken it beforehand.
Oh, this is the no. We're using the drill bit sledge for this. Yeah, but it is flat 4, so it's what, a steel or a stone door?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So in other words, it probably has 3 points of resistance. So the first attack round will hurt it. The second round will break it. The third round, or like make it obviously broken. And then the third round of doing this would actually like injure it so it could be open. So it's going to take her about 3 rounds to do this, but she'll eventually get in.
Okay.
Okay.
However, that's like 20 to 30 seconds of constant drilling. Something's going to
Ugh.
someone's going to see this and push an alarm button.
Yes. And that is going to be what happens. So yeah, so you also have breakdown, Isidore.
No.
I believe you should have I gave you some of those macros that are drill.
Right.
You probably want to do drill bit and then sneak.
Oh, yeah, here's the trick. Because the drill bit has a breakdown roll, you'll have to roll that D8 3 times to see if the drill bit breaks down during this process.
And
Uh,
you actually
that?
have
Improved breakdown.
Yeah, you have improved breakdown.
So it's a D10.
It starts at a D10 and immediately goes to a D8. Congratulations.
And
Okay.
yes, that you rolled a 1 on your breakdown, which
Well, that's a D10. So that means while you're trying to drill through it, unfortunately, it suffers a breakdown. No, you have to stop and repair it. Breakdown isn't a dwindle die. Breakdown is you have to make a mine and craft roll. In other words, you're trying to drill through it, and who knew prison doors are tough? I'm gonna have to make a distraction on this.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you start drilling into the wall.
All right, it was the K that's a dwindle die.
Yeah, doing all your breakdown, and as you're drilling into this wall, I mean, there's just something in it that you didn't prepare for when you're creating it, and it just starts gumming up, and your drill breaks.
Yeah. Well, you step
However, yeah, you've been. I do not believe you have the fix gift though. You
No,
don't have
you-
scavenger.
I can't
you
repair.
can still fix it with mine and craft.
Ah.
Ah.
So what's the advantage of having the scrounge fix talent?
A scrounge fix means it's a free action.
Ah.
Mhm.
So you start fixing. You must make a speed,
Yeah.
mind, and craft
That's right.
versus a 3.
So a speed roll.
You also need a speed.
Do
you have anything else?
Oh my god.
Like,
What?
do you have a craft's favorite use?
Well, let's say my new craft favorite use is breaking into stuff.
Well, this would be fixing, correct?
Yeah.
Your favorite
Fixing,
use
yes.
would be-
Repair.
No, you could take as a favorite use sabotage, which I think would be your favorite use.
Well, in this thing, her favorite use is her role is she needs to fix the.
Oh yeah,
the drill.
you'd have to
Yeah.
pick fixing, which is the opposite of sabotage. But hey,
Oof. Well, here we go.
And that adds a D12, correct?
No,
Character building.
You get to re-roll the
or
die
favorite
that rolled a
unit,
1,
yeah.
which
the
was
one was a D8. Yeah, you just re-roll the D8.
Yep. So re-roll a D8 and a 5. So you will have fixed it. So in the first, you start drilling into the wall.
there's a slight problem. It's an expensive device. It's going to take 2 successes to fix it
Oh,
Oh.
because it's concealable.
so you'll have to take a little more time, but you can work fast at least.
While
Yeah.
you're drilling, in other words, while that's going on, the alarm is going to go off, and I'm going to have to come up with something to stop these people from coming in.
yes. So
Here come the bad.
that's what I'm saying. So you start drilling in, and as you start drilling, some of the alarms start going off
Everything
in the rest of this prison level.
is going
And
wrong.
then, so for would we consider this a combat round then, or would we
Well,
not?
I'm going to go outside to check on the guard.
Okay, so in the first kind of round, you're just starting to fix it. You've got 1 success. You still need more. You go out to check on this guard here, and this guard here is sitting on a radio, and he's it sounds like he's there's something like there's sound coming from cell block A. At least that's what's coming over the radio, and he's going, we need assistance. We need to check it out. What's going on?
I feel
he
bad
hasn't
about
moved
this.
at all.
I'm going to have to try and knock out the guard.
Okay.
This is a risky move, but I might be able to pull this off. So let me see about getting behind the guard. Excuse me a moment here while I look this up, because there's only less than lethal damage in this game. There's no lethal damage in the game. Can I get behind the guard and try to knock him out?
Yeah, so he's just sitting at the. Yeah. Yes, you can.
All right. He gets a speed and evasion roll against this. So.
All right. So here's his 2d6.
Okay.
And he got 2 successes, both of which were 6s.
Well, okay. So in other words, when I try to knock him out, okay, this is a dueling roll. So my instead of 4s or better, only my dice that roll better than his dice count as successes. So in other words, you rolled a 6 and I've rolled an 8. You've screened out my 5, my 2, my 3, and my 1. Those don't count.
Yep.
With me so far?
Yep. So you've landed a hit with 1 success.
I hit him for 1 point of damage. Okay. You now get, wow, it's not a good day to be me. So now he gets to try and soak that damage. So you'd go ahead and roll his body die and his armor die.
All right. So that will be, another 2d6.
So roll that.
2. Jesus, he only rolls 6s.
Well, time to go play the lottery, isn't it?
Gambling.
So it's actually crazy because yesterday I played a game where it was a D6 game. We rolled 40 some dice, and it's a game where it was kind of like Shadowrun, where you had to get a 6 to succeed. Yep. We rolled 40 some dice. We rolled 1 6 and 15 1s in that whole process of 40 dice.
You're already the 1 in 1,200 odds. So I walk up behind him, punch him in the back of the head, and I think he's just going to look at me.
Yeah, you smack him in the back, and his helmet kind of like rocks forward a little bit, and he, hey, what the hell? I think we've got infiltrators.
Give him a good wave.
What does he do?
Yeah, he's going to slam his hand on one of the buttons on the console, and an additional alarms go on. These time they're blaring red, and you see these doors down here slam shut, or with additional blast doors.
Well, that's gonna suck. Well, I need to disable this guard, so let me. I guess I need to take my next turn.
Yes. So
I'm going to try and punch him again. You can defend yourself using speed and evasion. I assume you haven't gotten your gun out yet.
Yes, he's going to just use speed and evasion.
All right. And and I will aim before I do this.
And it's just
All right. So roll. All right. Wow. Well, this time I scored 3 successes. So this time I
nice job.
3 points of damage. So go ahead and roll your 2d6 soak, and try to roll 4s or better.
So he is now hurt, correct?
Well, no, we're not done. This is weak damage, so you get to roll twice.
He gets to rolls twice. So he does soak all 3 of it.
Right. So I'm not an expert at hand-to-hand fighting. So in other words, like he gets a bam! I mean, I spin his helmet around, but it doesn't actually knock him out.
He is going to reach down and he's going to pull out. Well, I guess we're in the combat phase, so all players get to go at the same time. So,
Yes.
Mimsy, what would you like to do?
Keep drilling.
All right, so you haven't fixed your weapon yet because you need 2
Oh
successes.
yeah, I need another
Keep
success.
rolling the fix because it's an expensive weapon.
So I roll another d8.
Mind, speed, and craft.
Ah,
So
there we go.
That's 2
enough.
successes. So
And
you've
that's a
managed
start
to
fix it. So
your turn was you were pulling out more pieces from your bag and you managed to put back together your drill. And is the loud the Overwatch team, what is their plan here? When are they getting engaged?
Yeah, what's up, A team?
yeah, you guys know the alarm went off.
Yeah, so the A team, which as soon as their actions start coming up, they just all run away. Griffin and Theta, just always afraid of a fight, is what I always say.
I mean, I'm not even on scene. I don't know what. What'd you expect us to do?
Yeah, so you guys are, sitting wherever you guys agreed upon, waiting and in your
You guys
positions.
were in Overwatch. You guys are supposed to be in the vehicle to extract us.
Well, no, the vehicle comes to pick us up. We haven't gotten in contact with that yet.
Overwatch.
Call the
Come
vehicle.
on, Murdoch. What's the plan?
Call the vehicle because we're leaving.
I thought you had the radio.
We left a radio with you guys. Remember, we have a satellite radio.
Well, also, they're supposed to contact us.
Are you guys monitoring our situation, or are you just sitting in the room doing nothing?
I've been monitoring the situation, and I've already sort of posed the question, like, do we want to go in once we hear they've engaged, or just head out right now?
Well, that's your call, Captain.
Oh,
There
he's
are
the captain.
alarms going off.
Okay.
Right, so this sounds like it's time for us to move out as a squad, then.
All right.
So a bunch of heavily armed lamp bugs are about to go marching down the hall to break in.
Can't you fly?
Yes, we can, but we're underground.
They're fluttering. They're like doing flutter hops down the hall.
I mean,
So-
technically, if we're running, we can also be flying. So, I mean, that's the dramatic persona version of this,
Yeah.
So how are you guys getting to this position where they're at?
Good question. How much is in our way? Or did we discover, like, an alternative access method, like the big holes?
You guys hadn't done any of that. So I don't know.
And they hadn't sent us back any information on that.
That is correct.
So I guess our only option is to follow the same path that they took and basically just break down the front door.
Which is they went through the janitorial door. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys roll.
Quick myth, pretend to be sick.
I'm going to have you guys roll your. I'll have you guys assist whoever you want to choose to be the best, and that person will roll a fighting skill. And depending on the number of successes, that's how long it takes you until you guys have reached this prison block and fought your way or broken down enough doors to get to this prison cell.
All right. So who is the best fighter out of the 3 of us?
D68.
All right. Well, how about you go ahead and lead, and we'll have 2 gorillas literally fighting right beside you.
All right.
So I'm going to do that. Can we apply tactics to this role?
I'll say there's enough of you that you can apply taxes to this roll.
Okay, so that'll give them an additional D6.
However, what I'm going to say is because you guys are fighting from there to here, for every one that you roll, you have to take 1 point of damage to one of you in the party to represent just things in the way that's hurting you, or guards firing back, things like that.
I nominate Myth.
Well, we'll discover it one at a time. So the gorilla 1 and the gorilla 2.
All right.
So
and
that is 2 successes between them and 1 point of damage taken to the party.
Okay.
But this is going to be 2 assists going to you because you're doing the main roll arc.
Right.
With Neferu.
Would aiming help?
I'm going to say aiming won't help.
All right.
Because you're just trying to do it as fast as possible.
Okay, then. Let me roll the 2 bonus dice.
Yep.
Oops, I made them D6s. They should have been D8s.
Yeah, no worries. That's totally fine.
Most of my stats are D6, so you can see how I got messed up there.
Totally understand. So there's another one, so that'll be 1 more point of damage, and there are a total of 3 successes. So it's going to take you guys 2 turns until you guys have reached this prison block. This wasn't the highest security one, but it wasn't the lowest security. And when you guys do burst in here, you guys are going to be coming in through the elevator. So you guys will be appearing in sets of 2 at this elevator position here.
Okay.
So we'll go into. So that's all. You guys are starting to fight your way through Panopticon security.
Do we want to handle that damage?
Yeah. How do you guys want to handle that damage?
I'll take a damage. So let me go ahead and roll just my soak against it, I suppose. I will be wearing my aramid because this is literally just a straight up fight. I don't soak any of it, so I've taken 1 point of damage. I think that just means that I'm reeling and afraid. Or someone remind me.
Reeling and hurt.
Yeah, you're okay. And you can ignore the reeling. It's just you're just hurt at this point. So you've they're blowing through one of the doors. Has set shrapnel into you, and you're bleeding from several cuts, something like that.
Yes,
and who would like to take the other point of damage?
Hurt.
I'm nominating Neferu.
All right. Let me find my soak.
As they say in Australia, too easy.
Yes, you've taken damage, but you got enough armor that you're doing fine. Don't worry about it.
My soak. Sometimes Frenzy adds 2d6, but I only put that in there so I don't have to make 2 separate macros.
That's totally fine. Do you know how to do queries where it'll ask you a question?
No, I would like to learn that.
Yeah, I can. What you can do is I'll we can talk about it after the stream or something like that. But I can show you where it'll ask you frenzy yes or no, and it'll either roll those 2 dice or won't. So.
Or it would also aim yes or no. I can do that then. Awesome.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
You can do the same thing, and you can build as many question marks questions as you want. So if you have something like Missy's, where she's got aiming, overload, and I think she's got sneaky. If the weapon is currently sneaky, it could be 3 different questions, which could add 3 different dice, or say no. So. I can show you guys how to do that later. I'll probably put in our chat. But for now, it's up to the Panopticon security to respond. So this guy here is going to turn on to you, Ezreal, and he will he'll pull out first. They're interested in first asking you some questions about how you beat their security and whatnot. So he is going to use, I believe, the
shock baton.
Yes, that's the weapon. Is a shock baton. I just wanted to make sure that was the name. And how are you going to defend?
I can only dodge.
You can only dodge. All right. So this will be his shock baton. It'll be body, speed, will, and fighting.
I think so.
It's all 4 of them. So does that mean since he's just a trivial enemy, he'll have 46?
That's right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, here are 46. And that is 1-6.
Yep, that's a hit. My favorite use is versus shooting, not versus fighting. So that will be a hit with a shock baton. And I believe a shock baton, all right, does 1 point of damage that I have to soak, and I am confused.
Yes, 1 point of damage and confused. But it's also loud.
Yep. Wow. Well, I'm also afraid. That was
right.
That was a very good hit. Wow, I am rolling like ass.
It seems to be a curse with this Wednesday group is they'll get...
We get so far only to fall so hard.
Turn.
I just absorbs all the luck.
Yeah, I just absorb all the luck.
Yeah.
That's my superpower. I'm
You
really
just
an
need some time
alien.
to charge up.
Yeah, because I you rolled like phenomenally well, and I'm rolling badly. Let me know when it's my turn.
I'm rolling garbage too.
All right, so on their turn as well, you see this door open, and one more. Here, I'm just going to start revealing these areas and more. And another guard is right there. Door opens, and this guard's like, "What's going on?" And he sees this fight happening. And there's just several movements going on in the background, and it is your turn. The team good guys turn once again. So who would like to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going to recover from reeling.
Okay.
My first action. And my other action is to run out. Is this to scale?
Let's see.
I
this
guess
should be.
1 square is 5 meters. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yep, each square is 5 meters. Yep.
All right. I'm going to run back in this room.
Okay.
Which sends me really again. I'm confused. I have to get rid of the confused. But since I end my turn out of line of sights, this will get rid of the afraid.
Okay.
The panic.
Nice.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
And Lindsay, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna drill.
All right. Let's see the. I believe the one you want to do is the
Body.
drill bit, sneak, overload, aimed. I guess that's stacked all of your bonuses.
So that's the drill bit.
You should have a macro that's got all of them. It says DB, sneak, overload, aimed. All right, and so this is when you're throwing everything into your attacks. You've got your body, your fighting, your aiming. Your sneak attack adds 2d8s, and then your break, you've got your overload, which gives you 2 breakdown dice. And now that it lowers your damage by 1 because you modded your weapon to have concealable. But now that you have, I think it's overload, which means that your weapon no longer does flat damage, but for every success, you do an additional damage.
Yes.
So this is,
in other words, you have a special gift that lets you push past no more flat damage. Rah!
So this would be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 points of damage, and you've got at least 2 successes. So that the hashtag critical triggers and gives you another 2.
That destroys the door. That door is gone.
Yeah, so
nice.
10 points of damage. You finally get your weapon working, and you just
Octopus acquired. Okay.
And on the inside is, sure enough, a little octopus guy.
Come here, little guy. Come on, let's go.
What's going on? Who are you?
My name is Mimsy Mad Eye, and you should just be happy that I'm here right now. That this door is open.
What's happening? Who Mimsy? I've never heard of you before. What's happening? Who's freeing me?
I've come to free you on account of what's his name?
Bowser the Blue.
Yes.
Yeah, Ronnie the Blue.
Ronnie the Blue has asked me to free you.